It's Peaches here, and this is Peaches Pit Party, the podcast. A lot of puh sounds with that title. A replay of today's full show, which you can hear weekday afternoons live on K-Bear 101. I hope you like what I have to say, and if not, well, then I'm sorry, not sorry. Enjoy. What is happening halfway to the weekend? It is Peaches Pit Party kicking off here on K-Bear 101. I, for one, am glad that the election is just done and over with. No more political texts, ads popping up everywhere. I mean, let's be honest. Do they really think sending me a text message is going to change anything? They're going to somehow persuade me by annoying me with texts. I was even getting sent stuff for my sister for whatever reason. Texts that started with, hey, Bailey, can you believe what Janet Nguyen is doing in Southern California right now? And blah, 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 blah. Immediately responding with stop and hitting delete and report junk. Like, if we send out a push notification, it's going to be about a giveaway that we don't want you to miss out on. That's why we send those out, to get you to sign up, and that's how we operate. Speaking of giveaways, we had one lined up for this weekend going all throughout next week, but unfortunately, right as Victor and I talked about it this morning, about the potential The Ghost Inside ticket giveaway, I went onto Facebook, and the first thing I see is the band The Ghost Inside posting about how they have now canceled their North American tour, just simply because they have spent the past couple of months touring Europe, and that has taken an emotional and physical toll on every single member of the band. So they have now just said, you know what, we're going to take the winter time off, and rightfully so. I understand that. Most people who complain about that don't know what it's like to be in a touring band, going from venue to venue to venue to venue, performing the same songs every single night, having to haul gear, do all this types of stuff that we don't even know about. It's like the same people that think I sit in here all day and just talk in between the songs. They have absolutely no idea what I do or Victor does. So unfortunately, that ticket giveaway is now not going to happen. But I'm hoping that we're going to have a lot in 2025. And I mean a lot of different ticket giveaways, different promotions. You should definitely download the K-Bear 101 and Alt 101 apps if you haven't already, because like I said, not that long ago, we send out those push notifications to tell you, hey, we're giving away so-and-so tickets, and you might want to jump on that when those push notifications pop up. If you want to get a hold of me, the number to do so is 208-535-1015. Got some Set It Off, Memphis May Fire, and more to continue our afternoon here together on K-Bear 101. It's Peaches Pit Party. K-Bear 101, this is one of those predicaments. Would you rather have a show with backing tracks and limited members of the band, or would you rather just have the show canceled altogether? Well, Sleep Token had 2 members get sick on Tuesday, but that didn't stop them from performing before their show in Zurich, Switzerland. The band posted that guitarist 4, bassist 3 were ill, but that the show would go ahead using pre-recorded tracks for the guitar and bass parts. The group said, we always endeavor to avoid canceling a show unless completely unavoidable, and we hope this outcome is more acceptable to you than a last-minute cancellation. You think everybody would be happy, right? Of course not. Of course, there's people complaining in the comment section. I wouldn't mind watching half of Sleep Token play. Back when I saw Bad Omens perform and Noah could barely sing, I was very thankful that the band didn't just cancel the show and move on. They instead performed, but they had the lead singer of Icy Stars fill in for some tracks. They also had the dude from Era who does the screaming. I forgot his name. I believe is it JD? JR? Something like that. It was pretty cool to see those two sort of help Noah and also have the audience help Noah when Bad Omens was on the stage. That was a fun time, for sure. And I'm hoping Bad Omens decides to come back next year. I'm not going to be one of those people that says, well, Bad Omens owes us a show, which they don't. They were touring like maniacs. Sleep Token the same way. Those two bands have not stopped. I mean, Sleep Token has been touring for months and months and months, and I literally just talked about how they're going to have that odd lineup over in Europe with Bill Murray opening up for them, which that would be awesome. I would love to be in Bill Murray's shoes and see Sleep Token behind the scenes. Like, did they go out to eat with each other? I wonder how Sleep Token is when it comes to having to go get food or potentially going to the store for something, do they come out like regular people and people just don't know that those are the members of Sleep Token? They have to go by themselves, right? Because if they go out as four dudes, there's so many questions with that because they try their best to hide their identities. I feel like for the most part, they probably have their food delivered to them, or they send out the band Bill Murray to fetch stuff for them. Well, here's a potential question for to peach their own. What are some things older generations did as couples that people don't really do today? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of just answers I would have to delete off the K-Bear group if I asked this. Some of the responses on Reddit, some of the more intelligent responses on Reddit, host cocktail parties. Yeah, don't see people doing that. For the most part now, it's just hanging out with other couples. Have fancy dinner parties. Who wants that? Join bowling leagues? Well, there's one guy in the building here that is obsessed with bowling, talking about JP, Justin Pierce from 105 The Hawk, and he's quite a great bowler. He's bowled a couple 300 games. Meanwhile, I'm that guy that I think I do okay with the bumpers. Play cards with other couples. I feel like that still happens. Game nights are fun. I love game night. Write love letters. That's something that I think we should bring back. I kind of like that. Bring back that. Bring back writing letters to people in general. Thank you cards to people. I was just talking with a couple of my friends about how I'm planning my Christmas card for this year. Because usually I'm a part of my parents' Christmas card. But I don't live there anymore in Southern California. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should send out my own to people that I know around here, people that I know back home, people in other states. And one of my other friends was like, Christmas cards? How old are you? And it's like, Christmas cards are fun. They're cool to send out. He won't be getting one, that's for sure. But I'll consider this question for the Peach their own later this afternoon. What are some things older generations did as couples that people don't really do today? Maybe. Well, freak news happens happens at 7:45 a.m. during the Victor Wilt Show. And what the headline happens at the top of the 6 p.m. hour, your most ridiculous news story of your entire day. I figured why not talk about a crazy story that had happened about this vigilante who used a rented green cybertruck to ram an alleged thief into a tree. Yeah, the guy reportedly used the Turo app to rent the vehicle and used it to force an accused porch pirate off the road. How much does it cost to rent a cybertruck off of Turo? When I first saw this story, I thought he rented one off of Temu, and I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be right. I gotta put my location and everything. Let's do Idaho Falls. No, let's do Seal Beach, California. From what date should I choose on Turo? November 16th through the 23rd. And let's see if we can find ourselves a Cybertruck on here. Oh, you can't even search for a specific vehicle. It just gives you different cars you can use for those days. Well, that's lame. I have seen Cybertrucks on Turo before. I see a Ford F-150 Lightning. I see some cool Mercedes-Benz Metris van. $600. It will cost a lot of money to rent a Cybertruck off of Turo. I almost said Temu again. This guy named Stefan Phelps posted footage of the entire incident of this guy using that rented Cybertruck to run the guy over. He posted the whole video on Facebook. Video shows the futuristic truck accelerating to catch someone running with a package in their hands. The alleged male thief tries to get away in a black sedan, but the Cybertruck forces the getaway vehicle into a tree. I thought the Cybertruck driver just hit the dude into the tree. I really want to know how this guy is going to explain this to the person he rented the Cybertruck from, saying, yeah, I saved the day. I stopped a porch pirate, but I also wrecked your very nice car. This right here is your Shot Clock Sports Update. This Saturday, November 9th, Penn State will be taking on the University of Washington at Beaver Stadium in Pennsylvania. NBC partnered up with IMAX to show the game in theaters across the country, but it'll be the first time a live college football game will be shown in IMAX. That's pretty cool. There is that place, is it called, I forgot the name, but it starts with a C, in Southern California. That's a bar, sports bar, where you can watch these different games as if you're on the field itself. It's really, really cool. If I find out the name of it, I'll make sure to talk about it more on the air. In hoops news, if you were a big NBA fan in the 2000s, a couple of the players on the Louisville women's team might make you feel a bit older. The top 20 ranked Cardinals have McKinley Randolph and Azalea, or is that how you say it? Azalea Arenas on their roster. Now, McKinley is the daughter of Zach Randolph, who played 19 seasons in the NBA, had his number retired by the Memphis Grizzlies. Azella, I believe it's just Azella, is the daughter of Gilbert Arenas, who played 12 years in the NBA for the Warriors, Wizards, and Magic, plus the Grizzlies for one season with Randolph. In pro football news, you got Tom Brady passing his first test in his dual role as an NFL announcer for Fox and part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Because of his ownership stake, Brady can't criticize officials during games, but during Sunday's Packers-Lions game, Lions defensive back Brian Branch was flagged for unnecessary roughness and ejected for hitting Packers receiver Bo Melton in the head. Brady said during the broadcast, "I don't love this call at all. Obviously, it's a penalty, but to me, there has to be serious intent in a game like this." The folks at the NFL didn't think that Brady stepped over the line, with the spokesman saying the concern would be if Tom was very critical of officiating or called into question the integrity of an official or the crew. That did not occur in this instance. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. It's definitely no surprise that this is happening with Apple's latest tool called Genmoji. That's what it's called. Basically, you can ask AI to generate an emoji for you. And what do you think happened? Well, tons of people decided to trick the AI into creating things like realistic weapons, depictions of illegal drugs. Somebody had an emoji of Joe Biden with an ice cream cone. That's pretty funny. Apple is expected to fine-tune this new feature before its public release, which sucks. I remember back when I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops, was it 2? When they first introduced, like, you could create your own emblem, and the stuff that I saw, man, was just downright hilarious, but awful at the same time. And that's the reason why you can't create an emblem any longer. In Black Ops 6, they have... gaming nowadays has cracked down on so much. Everybody has cracked down on a whole lot of things. You try typing in anything bad, remotely even just potty humor, anything related to potty humor, boom. You get that warning, do not do this, you can't do this. It's a whole lot different now compared to how it used to be. K-Bear 101, we are slowly but surely uploading all of our artist interviews on demand wherever you get your podcasts. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, potentially YouTube, I think, as well. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel, K-Bear 101 RMG. I just uploaded my old interview with AJ and Richie from Fire from the Gods 2 years ago now, October of 2022, back when they were opening up for Five Finger Death Punch and Megadeth at the USANA Amphitheater. Back then, it was called the USANA Amphitheater. AJ and Richie from Fire from the Gods. You can find that episode as part of the Artist Interrogations podcast, or you can also look up Peach's Pit Party and find it there as well, just like I said, wherever you get your podcasts. Now, this is a horror story unlike any other. This woman opened a 5-pack of Reese's only to find each one missing peanut butter. A discovery that captivated the internet. Vivian DeWalk. She was on Reddit. Was she talking about this on Reddit? It just says next to her name, 37-year-old Reddit user, so I'm assuming so. Reached for a 5-pack of Reese's peanut butter cups to ease her workday stress, as you should. Yesterday, when I went to Fred Meyer to get myself some body wash, I saw the Reese's peanut butter bars that they now have, and I got myself one of those. Mine had peanut butter in it. Unlike this lady, she wasn't prepared for what would become a viral candy catastrophe. I would say just put it back in the wrapper and try to sell it on eBay. See if some sucker out there will pay a ton of money for peanut butterless Reese's cups. And she thought it was just one cup, but so she bit into the next one. No peanut butter there. Went for the third one. No peanut butter there. Was it just hollow? Oh, she picked it up. She picked up the pack at Dollar Tree, where the Reese's 5-pack sold for $1.25. I'm sure the internet had tons of jokes for that. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. I've been talking about it a lot on the air, how I rearranged my 2 bedrooms. I decided to put my bed in the other bedroom for the first time ever. And it's been something weird still. I'm not really used to it. I sometimes will walk into the other room and expect to lay in bed and go, oh yeah, my bed's not here. And then have to walk to the other room, and I've been decorating what was my bedroom with different band things like flags on the wall. I put up the Ice Nine Kills flag. I got the Whitechapel flag behind the computer desk. I got a Bad Omens flag in there, a Star Set flag in there. And I'm trying to figure out where exactly, where everything else is supposed to go after that. Because those flags took up most of the wall space. I still got the signed CDs. I got the records, the t-shirts and stuff. I might just put them all in there as like a little storage room for if I ever decide or ever am able to get a house. And I was thinking about it. I was talking about it with my mom. I'm like, when I finally get to own a home, maybe I'll decorate the entire hallway with just things that have been signed by bands, pictures of me with different bands, make it like the hallway of Brendan, which sounds like a very much so narcissistic thing. But I mean, I just have a lot of that stuff and I want to display it. That's all. Maybe I should have talked about this during the Shot Clock Sports update. Pope Francis seemed to have inadvertently blessed the New Orleans Saints, which couldn't come at a better time as the NFL team just excommunicated their head coach. The head of the Catholic Church posted to Twitter this morning, actually. The Saints, no, it was yesterday morning. The Saints are precious pearls and are always living and relevant because they provide a fascinating commentary on the gospel. He included a hashtag on the word Saints, which on Twitter automatically adds the team's logo. So, is that tweet still up? I see a screenshot of it here. I'm sure. Is Pope Francis really running his own account, or is somebody running it for him? Who's the social media manager for the Pope? I want to know how much that pays. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. I talked about this during the beginning part of the show, that we had this concert ticket giveaway planned, and that went right out the window because literally right as Victor and I talked about it this morning on his show, I just so happened to have pulled open Facebook, pulled it up, and the first post I see is the band The Ghost Inside talking about how they just canceled their entire North American tour just because of the hardships of touring Europe, that they have said, you know what, we need a break, and we're going to just cancel the entire North American tour and spend winter with our families, take a break from doing the whole musician thing for a little while there. And I respect that entirely. I mean, really. I know most people get upset whenever a band cancels a show, including myself. I do get really mad whenever a band cancels a show due to a very dumb reason. That always irritates me. But this right here is like, okay, they're basically doing it because they've been traveling for months from place to place to place to place to place. Nobody knows what it's like, unless they're actually in a touring band themselves, what it's like to do something like that and then go to the next tour. And they were touring over in Europe, and that's a whole other time zone, whole bunch of other things you got to prep for that. And this upcoming North American tour had 4 bands on it, so trying to coordinate all of that would have been definitely a process that would have sucked. So I'm hoping they come back in 2025. I'm not going to say they owe us a show or anything like that. It would be cool to see The Ghost Inside. The reason why I really wanted to go to this show is because Of Virtue is a part of it. And Tyler and Damon of Virtue are super incredibly nice guys. And Gideon was also a part of it too. Void of Vision was supposed to be there, but then they dropped out, and then Orthodox joined, but now the whole tour is just gone. That whole ticket giveaway that we had lined up starting this weekend is now no longer going to happen because that tour no longer exists. But we'll do a whole lot of concert ticket giveaways next year, or at least I plan on trying to have those happen for next year. So let's hope that all these bands are cooperative. They want to do ticket giveaways with us, and I'll make sure to keep you guys posted on that whenever those pop up. I've seen a lot of stories like this pop up as of late. A stretch of I-80 in Nebraska was shut down yesterday after a semi-truck overturned and spilled energy drinks all over the road, which is pretty cool, right? I mean, luckily the driver's okay. Police in Omaha are investigating the cause of the crash, which left the road littered with boxes of C4 energy drinks. Traffic was snarled for a long time while cleanup crews worked to remove the truck and the energy drinks. It's unclear whether the driver of the truck... Oh, it's unclear. I thought it said for some reason the driver was okay. It's unclear whether the driver of the truck was hurt or not. I feel bad for truck drivers that have to drive in terrible conditions. I mean, really, it's a tough job. I'm hoping this guy's okay. And I would think maybe some people ran up and were like, "Oh, there's energy drinks all over the road. Let's take a few." And I'm sure I'm sure a ton of people took those energy drinks. If I was still drinking those, I would have come running with a basket and everything. Idaho's only rock station, K-Bear 101. I guess the whole guy in gray sweatpants trend is going on right now on TikTok. That's all that I'm seeing on these various radio prep websites. Gray sweatpants, they're having a moment. According to social media, if a guy is wearing gray sweatpants, he's automatically hot. I can prove you otherwise by wearing gray sweatpants and putting that on our K-Bear page, which I'll save everyone the trouble in not needing to see that and not having to see that by not posting it. But if you want to go on TikTok and search guys in gray sweatpants, if you're a dude looking that up, you might have to, hide your browser history there for a little while. Well, Thanksgiving with the family, it can always be very dramatic, especially when your uncle decides to go on a political tirade. And I'm sure I'm sure most families are bound to talk politics just because the election was this year. It just happened. There's bound to be one person that causes a problem at the Thanksgiving table. This woman shared on Reddit's Am I the Jerk that she asked her sister not to bring homemade food to their Thanksgiving dinner. According to the poster, her sister's cooking is often borderline inedible. Seems this sister likes experimenting with unusual ingredients, and her previous dishes have not gone over well with the family. For context, last Thanksgiving, she showed up with her quote-unquote special recipe stuffing that was over-seasoned with random spices like cinnamon and cardamom. The poster wrote it was dry and the flavors were confusing, totally off for stuffing. Only one person took a small bite. The rest was untouched. You think that person would get a clue. Sometimes people are just socially blind. Another year, she brought a green bean casserole that had some kind of strange, chewy texture. She later admitted she used coconut milk and almond flour to experiment. No one wanted seconds of that either. So to avoid any issues, the woman suggested her sister bring non-food items instead, like wine, soda, flowers, but the sister felt offended and accused her of being controlling, insisting she would bring her famous green bean casserole whether she liked it or not. Okay, yeah, sure, bring it, but nobody's going to eat it. I think my parents, I don't know what they plan on doing this year for Thanksgiving. I don't plan on going home for Thanksgiving this year. I'm probably just going to eat at my place by myself. Yesterday, I went to Grocery Outlet. I saw this $5 Thanksgiving tablecloth and went, sure, I'll take that. It has pie slices all over it. And I think what I'll do for this year for Thanksgiving is get myself some taco meat, chop up some vegetables, some tortillas as well, do a taco night. Thanksgiving tacos, not with turkey and stuffing and all that. No, I'm talking more so like carne asada or something like that. Well, today we have to be extra careful because of the post-election madness. So I was looking at Ask Reddit, trying to find something to ask you that could not generate any political answers at all. I just do not want any of that, please. And so I found this one question here, talking about your favorite lyric. Like, what's the best lyric creatively you have ever heard in a song? What's a masterpiece line of lyric without mentioning the name of the song? I already have a couple answers on our Facebook page at KBear 101 FM. Adam, well, he decided to put the intro to a Rise Against song. I read the lyrics that he wrote down in Tim's voice and immediately knew, yeah, Rise Against, perfect, there we go. What's a masterpiece line of lyric without mentioning the name of the song? Let me know. Doesn't really have to be sincere either. It could be funny. 208-535-1015. What is your answer? Let me know, please. K-Bear, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Hey, James. Thanks for calling in for the segment as per usual. What's a masterpiece line of lyric without mentioning the name of the song?
Well, the lyric, it goes, we wait in longer lines than the Russians ever did, selling our children's souls to the highest bid. I can't describe the way it feels. And then it goes off into the chorus.
This has to be some sort of like Sabaton song.
Nope.
It sounds like something out of a straight-up historic power metal band. That or a Megadeth song. Megadeth has lyrics like that, too. It's always anti-government, anti-everything, guitar solo.
Kind of, but no, not close on this one.
Ah. Not Electric Six either, right?
Nope, you're closer there. It's Electric Six, but...
It is Electric Six or it's not?
Yeah, it is Electric Six.
Oh, it is Electric Six then. 208-535-1015. What's a masterpiece line of lyric without mentioning the name of the song? Let me know for the Peach the Roan. Hey, K-Bear, thanks for waiting. How's it going?
It's going.
Same old stuff for you?
So, I got a masterpiece lyric for you.
Okay, what is it?
Perpetually we're igniting in waves.
Interesting.
In on that note, I'd like to request some trivium.
Would you want to request in waves?
That'd be great.
All right. Yeah, I'll get it on here just because you called in, for sure.
Okay, sweet.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
You have a good one. K-Bear, what's going on?
Hey, not much. How are you today, Pieces? It's Joe.
Hey, Joe, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, dude. I was just calling in to give you a lyric line that I've liked for a while.
Yeah. What is it?
It's the let it ease shun the diabolical, a fecal trail across the land. Although it stinks, feels, and looks identical, a pack of fools can take the stand.
I'm trying to guess what song that is. Trying to figure out if I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's from the all-masterful Ghost.
Oh, that's okay. I thought I've heard of it before. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. I guess I'm not a real Ghost fan then, but I can't recognize their lyrics. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.